Hi everyone. At the moment, as we try to navigate this second wave of coronavirus in the Greater Melbourne and Mitchell Shire areas, and to a lesser extent regional Victoria, we're being asked, and in some cases mandated, to curb our freedoms, to stay at home as much as possible and to wear face masks when outside the house. The main reason we've been asked to comply with our freedoms being restricted is to curb the spread of coronavirus in our community, to protect ourselves, but in particular, to protect the most vulnerable in our society from getting the virus. In the context of Galatians chapter 5, the Apostle Paul talks about how Christ has set us free from a whole lot of religious rules, regulations, and rituals. But he also makes it clear that as followers of Christ, we're not free to do whatever we want, because that would mean becoming enslaved to our selfish desires. We are called to be free, to have freedom of speech, movement, opinion, freedom to eat whatever we want or can afford to eat, to choose where we live, what we do with our money, who we associate with, and for many of us, even where we work. We are privileged to have such choices, but there is an inherent danger with our freedom. That is, if we use it selfishly, to promote, serve, and indulge ourselves at the expense of others. This can be catastrophic in a marriage, devastating in other family relationships. It can divide partnerships, belittle colleagues, and disenfranchise neighbours. People who live in such a way will rarely develop long-lasting friendships and will at best only develop superficial relationships, even with God. As Christians, Paul is saying we need to temper our freedom, control it, and use it for the greater good, to let love and service guide how we use it. Practically, this means asking questions such as, will enacting my freedom hurt someone else? Disadvantage someone? Will it lead them astray? Will it positively enhance relationships or damage them? Will it bring peace? Will it honour God? These are crucial questions in relation to living a godly life, but even more so in this season of COVID-19, because living selfishly today could well cost someone their livelihood or indeed their very life. So while at the moment it may seem like a great inconvenience for us to adhere to the government restrictions on our freedoms, I'd like to encourage you to portray the love of Christ by modelling selflessness in your leadership to your congregation and to your community. Let's show our compassion for the vulnerable by staying home, by wearing a face mask, and honouring the spirit of the restrictions through our actions. I've said before that the Church of Jesus Christ will prevail through this time. And hopefully through our actions, love, sacrifice, and selflessness, our reputation in the community will also be enhanced. Can I also encourage you to be in prayer for the people living in aged care facilities around Victoria and the staff of those facilities who are in an extremely vulnerable situation. In particular, let us be in prayer for Batcare and their CEO, Graham Dangerfield, as he leads their organisation through these challenging times. May God bless you. Bye for now.